Okay, so we created a grass layer, we're creating the flowers. Let's add a little bit higher flowers or some other bushes, kind of plant them. For this one, we'll go again, create a new layer. And we go higher plants. So we kind of know it's what it's about. And again, we'll go convert this to ecosystem. And in some cases, I will have it multiple layers because it's much easier this way to control it. And most important, when you start using your affinity with layers, like we did in the rocks and other ones, that will be kind of very useful. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll select different plant. For this one, we'll go inside the grass, and I want to actually select maybe this small grass field. Okay, so we'll go select that one. Okay, and we'll just very fast populating, so we'll see how higher it's or smaller it will be. And also we can add a little bit other ones. So look, okay, right here we'll go and populate on this. You can see just add a little bit more to this point. Let's go to increase scale, and because it's one plant, we can just increase scale here. Just want to pop up very high to see right there. You can see how this start popping up a little bit higher. So too much will bring down, populate. Okay, so it's add a little bit more details. Okay, and let's go take density down. Let's see what other plant we want to add to this. So we'll use small grass field. It's what we're using before. We also have it kind of more with the bigger leaves. We can add this as well. And again, as we're populating, you can see them around. If you have a hard time to see, we can always hide other areas. Populate it so we on or clear those areas out, so we can only right there on preview you can see where the plants kind of located. Okay, let's go to this one, decrease, populate, so reduce density so we can preview them right in this right here, a little bit bigger preview, so we can see the spread kind of around, which is good. Okay, we can re-enable other grass. In some case we actually need to repopulate. Okay, so this is our grass on top, and now we can take our flowers, okay, and make it visible, and let's repopulate. So we have quite a bit ecosystem. You can see right here we had 5 billion polygons, so it's a big a lot of files there. Okay, let me go populate one more time. There you go. So now we have the plants. Okay, we could, how I said before, we could switch this to dynamic population on all of them. Okay, right here, dynamic population, and in this way it will help just to minimize, for example, for 5 billions. Let's see how much it will give it to us. Okay, and you can see it does reduce quite a bit down with this. Let's go preview. So it is cut off some of the plants out, so we can still see it right here, those areas. So it's up to you if you like to do the one way or another. Because I don't necessarily worried about memory this time, I'm going to restore back all original settings. Okay, the other solution also, if you start having problem, it is using painter. So you actually can click on a paint and paint specific areas with this. Ecosystem provide very fast fill up, but again, the problem is like on the back, we never render this one. We only render right in this corner. So painting sometimes will work a little bit better because you also can control density and other effects, but it will help you to pop up a couple things out much easier. You know what, on this echo, let me pop up just a little bit bigger on the flowers. I think flowers get a little bit smaller, they're hiding. Okay, there you go. So I think we're kind of good with the grass. Let's now work on placing a little bit other plants. And instead ecosystem, now I'm going manually place them around. And also let's go with save this our work as we're going along. Okay, so I want to place it manually because I don't necessarily want to place them in an area with my camera, but I want to display them. For this, we're going just to click on a plant, single instant, okay? And we can go to trees. We don't necessarily right now we'll use the trees. Let's go see what we have with the bushes. And I like this canter. It's not necessarily belong to this area, but I just like how it looks, so we'll go to use for this. And you can see right here our plants start pop up, and this is create a very nice mix of the midground. So we can put a run right here, and as we select one, if we click second time, it will select a same one, just same species, only different type how it's looking. We can click on a few of them time and just place them around our scenery. Maybe one is a little bit closer. So just place them around. And notice what I'm doing. I'm kind of try to framing as well. So I'm putting few on this side, these maybe on the middle, but spread them kind of around and creating this natural frame around our scenery. So I probably put more bigger tree around here and creating the point of view through our kind of plants. Okay, so we created these plants. This look nice. Let's go to actually create a new folder if you have the ability to do this in Infinity or Extreme. And I'll just go out midground. And what I want to do, I want to take these plants and move them in this folder. So now if I need to hide, if I, for example, I work on something, I can just hide them and I will remove it from my render, make much easy from my workspace, sorry, not from render. If I need from render, I just need to click right there and it's removed from my render them as well. So if I want speed up some work. For now, we work on this middle plane, so I want them visible. So we re-enable so I can see where they are. Okay, so let's go ahead, click again, add maybe a few more, and I'll put them a little bit on the background. When you put plants, notice right here, it does not put them on the ground. It's put on the top. It's put them on the plane. So if you need it, increase them, you can bring up and click and place them down on the ground. So this way they will connect. Same if we look on this, it's actually sitting below the ground. Again, we can bring up and bring down. So it will placed on our terrain and we'll have correct connections on the side. In some cases, I do put it a little bit underground if I want to cut bottom and make it just more like puffy leaves. But in this case, we'll just bring all of them just slightly up like this. So we'll have it a little bit nicer. Again, we can go up and use the button to drop them to our terrain to properly locate it. Okay, same right here. And bring down. Okay, we also can select multiple of them and just do same things, but for now, okay, this is one plant. Next, I want to add a little bit more bushes to this. Let's go look what we have. And again, the more different species you put it in, the more interesting will look your scenery. So I'm going inside the tree, and I do like this elder kind of look. Let me show you these plants. This one, alder. So I like those plants. They look very nice, and we don't necessarily need to create them as a tree. In this case, if I bring them way back and look what drop down, because we cannot see right here, but they will create almost like a bush, very nice looking on a back, and that's what I'm going after. So I'm going just put them right here. And this is Atom, so it will create a little bit yellowish look. And we'll mix them. So we'll go right there. We'll put one on the side. Let's take this a little bit down. We'll create another one. And we'll just leave this up. So go like this almost all the way up. We'll go again, put it right here. So we'll have very nice kind of combination. Next, we'll do same plant, only will late spring. So it will change different colors on the leaves. And we'll take this plant and put it right here and bring it a little bit down. So you'll notice afterwards when we start render, it will be very nice mix of the colors going around. Let's put another plant right on this side right here. Okay, same way, go click. It's creating for us. So we'll go right in this area. And let's one more and just put right with the camera ending. So bring right here and drop down. Right there. You can see how we're already creating a very interesting framing around. Also, as we're creating, we can create a new folder and we can call front. So this will be for our front. As selecting, wherever I put it on foreground right here, I want to use this. For example, we can use the same plant. We'll create right here. We'll bring very close to the camera. Only one thing, I want scale down because I want those leaves look nice and thin. And I'm going to bring this almost all the way to the camera right around here. And this will create nice foreground kind of look at this right kind of nicer point. We can also, same things, we can always mix together. So we can add additional yellow one. Okay, let's shrink it down as well, makes it even smaller, bring closer, and even bring it, maybe drop down even more like this. So almost right in this area, and they will mix very well together. So they will look almost natural with multicolor. We can add some different plant on the side, but let's put more on the back. So I'll go to the mid. And I want to put the plants right here on the back to cover this horizon line to create it. So we'll go create the same few yellows and few greens. So we'll go right there and bring it down. Okay, let's go to different ones. If you don't want to create all of those different plants, remember you can take even different, like birds, for example, we can take different plant, okay, and we don't need necessarily keep it up. We can always go and actually put it down, and this is a little bit slide because we won't see it, and just put like this. All what it does, it will create this heavy foliage that we cannot even see, but it will create like fill up something for us. Okay, so we can go right there. Because we'll be too far away, we won't see it, but it will have this nice look on the back, almost like it's a big lot of trees. So it's kind of faking almost make. Okay, let's go create different plants. Can we create this green, put it one little bit up front. So it's again mixing with those colors. Okay, we'll do another one and placing right next to this tree. Right here. Okay, I think this is good step. So let's go ahead, save our work right now. Okay, I'm going to render, pause render so we can preview what we have so far, and we'll jump to next portion to continue to doing this stuff. So let's go ahead. Okay, so right here done render, and you can see we already start shaping. Don't worry too much about shadows and lighting. Atmosphere we will work a little bit later. As well, some of these highlights will be gone, so we'll create a little bit better. All what we look right now, it's creating this somewhat natural messiness, kind of mess a little bit creating here. So I think the next things what we do, we'll finish this back right here, just edit this plan. Maybe it's too much, so I will see how will it work. Maybe bring up and start placing these trees on the background. So we'll work a little bit more on the back to add stuff, and after this we'll kind of add maybe front. Okay, so let's continue in the next portion.